What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and we are back with another installment of our Beyond Omega Level series, where we cover the most powerful characters in comics. And today, we're discussing one of the DC Universe's strongest characters, Orion of the New Gods. So, Orion was created by Jack Kirby and first appeared in New Gods #1 in 1971. And Orion's the son of Darkseid, the ruler of Apocalypse, which had been at war with New Genesis, which is ruled by Highfather, practically forever. Now, in an attempt to bring an end to the fighting, Darkseid and Highfather brokered a deal where they would exchange sons. Now, Darkseid sent Orion to live on New Genesis, while Highfather sent his son Miracle Man to live on Apocalypse. Now, the other part of this is that Orion was also the subject of a prophecy that foretold that he would actually defeat his father Darkseid in a battle for Apocalypse. And so as he grew up on New Genesis, Orion was constantly struggling between the peaceful upbringing he was receiving and his short temper and violent nature. So he needed a mother box, a piece of technology used by many of the new gods to keep his temper in line. But even then, keeping his temper in check is a constant challenge for Orion. Even so, despite his lineage as the son of Darkseid, Orion developed a fierce loyalty to New Genesis and grew to become one of its strongest and most devoted defenders, as well as an occasional member of the Justice League. Now, Orion possesses various superpowers due to his new god physiology, including superhuman strength, durability, speed, and stamina, all of which are on a level comparable with Superman, Wonder Woman, and Darkseid. Now, Orion was strong enough to shatter mountains with his punches and to pick up a mountain and throw it. He was also able to restrain Superman, which is no small feat, and his punches were powerful enough to harm Captain Atom, one of the most powerful characters in the DC universe, and on top of all that, he's able to lift more than 100 tons. Now, he was also able to stun Highfather, and on one occasion, knocked Darkseid down, and on another, was even able to rip Darkseid's heart out. And so in terms of speed, Orion is able to travel the distance between Earth and New Genesis in less than a heartbeat, and was able to keep up with Black Racer, who's basically the Grim Reaper for the new gods. And Orion's durability is also insane. Not only does he take punches from Superman without being phased, but he took a blast from a weapon known as the Void Hound, which had basically destroyed 10 solar systems, and he did that without being harmed at all. And on another occasion, he was able to walk through a nuclear reactor that produced as much energy as 1,000 nuclear explosions per minute. So Orion's basically invulnerable. Now, in the event that he is harmed, Orion possesses a regenerative healing factor that can negate any damage he sustains. Now, in addition to his superhuman physical attributes, Orion is a skilled combatant and a highly trained warrior. I mean, he's one of the absolute best. In fact, when he was undercover on Apocalypse, those in charge of training soldiers remarked that Orion is the best they've ever trained. And that's saying a lot, given that Apocalypse is known for producing some absolutely brutal fighters. The Furies are a perfect example of that. But this fighting prowess combined with his superhuman abilities make Orion capable of taking down entire armies of superpowered beings, which he's done on multiple occasions, including being able to take on an entire army of new gods, which are some of the most powerful beings in all of DC Comics. Now, in addition to all of this, Orion also has access to a vast cosmic source of energy known as the Astro Force. Now, the Astro Force is derived from the source itself, a seemingly endless source of energy that exists beyond the border of the DC universe that basically gave rise to all life within the universe. But the Astro Force is basically the antithesis to the Omega Force that's frequently wielded by Darkseid and was bestowed upon Orion by Highfather. Now, his control of the Astro Force grants Orion a variety of powers, including energy manipulation, which he uses in a wide variety of ways. On one occasion, Orion harnessed the Omega Force into a shield that stood up to an attack from Darkseid's Omega Force while he was being amped by the anti-life equation. Now, when he uses this ability to produce energy blasts, they have been strong enough to blast Superman to the other side of the planet, take down characters as powerful as Firestorm and Starfire in one shot, and even incapacitate Starro, a villain so powerful that he prompted the Justice League to come together for the first time to defeat him. So Orion has also been able to blast planets out of their orbit and produce enough energy to repair holes in in the fabric of reality. Now, Orion can also use the Astro Force to manipulate matter, like repairing his Astro Bands and Astro Harness, equipment that he uses to help him harness the Astro Force itself. And he's also displayed some reality warping abilities as well, as he undid some reality warping that had been caused by the Source. But on one occasion, Orion's power even surpasses what he's capable of when wielding the Astro Force when he taps into the source of the beast. Now, this occurred when Orion pursued Darkseid into the source and merges with all of creation. When accessing this level of power, Orion is able to easily defeat Darkseid and restrain Highfather. So in this form, he's even further beyond Omega level. And this is a level of power that he seems to be able to access whenever he allows his rage to overpower his restraint. So while this technically is an amped up form of Orion, it seems to be one that is fairly accessible should he ever choose to use it. But yeah, that's basically what makes Orion so powerful. I bet you guys had no idea this guy was that OP. Orion's broken, man. Like, Orion is just a really, really broken character in DC Comics. But with that being said, guys, should DC Comics do more with Orion? That's the question I want to ask you guys. Does DC need to do more with the character of Orion? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know who else you guys want to see. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.